フルカウンター。
Alright boys, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, and a few days ago if you from the channel and just Grand Cross news in general, we got leaked that a new Megellda will be coming sometime soon, most likely right after this new Nidhogg, and we've now got some more information on the actual banner, which to be fair is probably a good thing, and that is the fact that she is now going to be a step up. So we'll go through what that means and also some speculation, but I think the best thing so far is that I am a massive Megellda simp, so I can actually probably get her right now, because having to summon her for 600 gems might be a bit too expensive, but now that she's 242 gems guaranteed at step 10, it means I can get her and still have enough diamonds to save for the new collaboration, or if you're saving for the next anniversary character, or if you've just summoned for Miguel and Nidhogg, or just Miguel in general, then you probably have enough gems to get this Megellda character. But the big question now is, what is she going to do? We've seen already that she obviously is made for the old Monarchy battle, the Big Bird, so to have her come out and made specifically for the Nidhogg boss when her relic isn't going to work, could that be a good thing? Well, I think we're going to go through some theories, but let's just check the Reddit. Alright, so this was leaked on 76 League's Discord channel, where all the leaks come from, basically. And he had confirmed that the new Megellda actual banner will in fact be a stepper, where the character is guaranteed at 10 steps, so basically 242 gems. Which, I think is probably the best thing, because I really like the character, so I might actually summon now. But it also means something else, is that she might not actually be a character made specifically for the Nidhogg boss, because surely, if she was made specifically for that boss, they would charge you 600 gems for it, not a cheap diamond banner, because then they lose money, basically. But we have seen the past with, obviously, I guess, Matrona. She was made for the actual bird, but she was a step up, but she wasn't, like, made for it. I mean, she was, but, like, she wasn't the character for it, and we still need the character for the Nidhogg boss. But if we go towards the past banners, we are following the last year pattern to, like, the exact same point. We had just got to lane, or we just got a DCL. Last year we got to lane. 2 weeks later we got a Ragnarok step up, which is obviously Bon, and this time we are going to be getting Megellda. So it does mean 1 week later we're likely going to get another, new Ragnarok banner. So we are getting double Ragnarok banners, and then following that we're going to get a new character, and then following that we're going to get a new collaboration, which she already confirmed. So this is very, very likely. And also as well, to add it in, apparently we are getting Roxy. I believe we're going to get green base Roxy, so she is going to take up the place of the Awakened Mono, basically. So we know the next few banners, basically. We don't know what the next Ragnarok characters are. Could be 4, could be tier. We're getting towards not the end of the Ragnarok story, but we are getting towards hype moments, so we are going to be getting hype characters now. There could be still new characters we get from the story, but we're going to be getting hype characters. So the next Ragnarok banner could be a PvP character, where we look at Megellda. We already have her leaks. Now, we don't know the exact skills, because bear in mind, this is obviously your placeholders. She's probably not going to have a drain. And also her actual heal card, or a buff card, is actually a heal card. So clearly the actual skills aren't working right now, because it was leaks. But if we go towards her actual skills here, it's a single target skill. And now, I mean, it could be useful for, I guess, Freya on the actual, like, Ragnarok team. But, like, I'm trying to figure, like, what would her best team be. And obviously, she is an unknown character. And typically, right now, we're using 4 mono races unless you're a full Ragnarok team. So if she's coming out to be, like, some sort of unknown support or be used on the unknown team, it's going to be very hard to justify her when she don't have an AoE skill, when the best unknown team right now is, like, obviously Infinity Merlin, the Kid, and Gopher. So, for her to come out to have a single target skill, it's got to be, like, her pass has got to be broken. Also, the buff skill, it's something you can see come out for the actual, the Nidhogg boss. Because I believe in the Nidhogg boss, correct me if I'm wrong, if you do actually play it, I haven't really attempted it, you want to have some sort of, like, buff removal. So to have a buff removal, like a tier 1 or tier 2, will be kind of good. You also want to have some sort of debuff immunity, I guess, defense stat up, basically replacing Elect's actual ultimate on a skill. That could be good, and that's what she might be used for. Alright, so let's go through some theories. Now, we did see a while ago when the actual Chaos Shards got leaked, and now in the game, we did see cosmetic upgrades for relics, and also relics for outfits, which are yet to get in the game. So, someone does say here that it's possible that she's the first character to get a second relic, and that may do, obviously, upgrading and enhanced materials for relics. I don't really see it happening, but okay, so let's read it. So I'm doubtful she's the Nidhogg boss, considering her timeline from last year. She took the slot from Ragnarok Bon, and then afterwards we did get a character made specifically for the Nidhogg boss. So it's very, very possible right now we're going to Megellda. She is basically just, let's say, support for obviously Freya for PvP, and then 2 weeks later we're going to get a character, let's say 4, hope it's not 4 because I actually wanted to be a PvP character, but let's say 4 where she is a goddess and she is made specifically for the Nidhogg boss. That I can see something happening, but I probably don't want that to happen because I want her to be the main character because she's step up, so it'll be cheap to get, easy to get, so people can just start clearing it now. So this is what people are saying. I can't really agree with it too much. So unless they change how her relic works, she's unlikely to be the Nidhogg unit. Okay, so that's kind of a theory people have, right? And that's mainly because obviously this relic is not usable in the actual, you know, Nidhogg boss, and normally from what we've seen in the past with obviously I guess Jormungandr and also I guess Fauna, is when we get a character made specifically for the Nidhogg boss, they come out and then they get ready to make it really easy. Where I do believe Megellda can just come out already and be really good in the raid boss that she don't need a relic. If they make the passive broken enough to where she don't need a relic, then it doesn't really matter, right? Plus, we've already gotten the Freya relic, which, once again, we don't know if they're going to make Megellda an actual goddess, so we actually don't know if they're going to work together. If they do make her a goddess, then fair enough, but you can see right now, we do have, obviously, Freya's relic. So, Freya's relic and a passive like Megellda, I can see something working like that. I don't think we need to have a character specifically to have a relic made for the Nidhogg boss. We already have one, and Megellda might just be support with a broken passive. Now, is that going to happen? We'll have to wait and see, because like I said, she's a 242 gem banner, which likely means, like, I don't know, man, like, it's gonna be hard. Oh yeah, I forgot as well. That's actually kind of true. Fauna was a step up banner, and she was made for the dog. So to have a step up for a new character made specifically for the Nidhogg boss or the new Demonic battle is definitely possible. We've seen it basically twice now. One with Fauna and Cannon with obviously Matrona, but I don't know if you count her. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say right now for the actual news from Megellda. Obviously, we'll see her come out literally next week on JP. We just got patch notes today, which didn't really confirm too much other than the fact that we're getting top 100 PP to return, which only really affects 100 people, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I really hope that Megellda is made for the actual Nidhogg boss because I want a reason to summon her. I mean, if she is PvP, I wouldn't mind too much if she is made for the unknown team and it makes the unknown team better. Although I don't really see that happening because she has got a single target skill. You want to have AoE skills. But I mean, skill-wise, if you were to show me this, I would have said this would be a Nidhogg boss, mainly because one, it is Megellda. They typically like to make the RAGNAROK characters made specifically for the obviously the Demonic battle. But a single target skill is what you want to have against obviously, you know, the Nidhogg boss, and also as well a buff skill. So like everything so far is pointing her to be the actual Nidhogg boss. But then it does mean we're going to be getting another RAGNAROK character. And to be fair, it could be a sin. I can see Escanor, for example. Escanor, we haven't gotten the RAGNAROK version. We haven't gotten Gopher either, so we could get him. And I believe we haven't got Elizabeth. But Brawler Barn, the RAGNAROK version, was a step up because this was an old Barn, despite the character being somewhat decent, right? Where if you get like beta Escanor, the blue version to be the RAGNAROK actual Escanor, there's no way they're making that a step up banner. They gotta make that 6 with diamonds. They can make it a festival if they really wanted to. So yeah, I don't really see Escanor being a step up, which might be the reason why Megellda step up. And we could be getting something like Escanor afterwards. We haven't gotten RAGNAROK Gopher, despite him being in the game already, at least outfit wise, so we know what he looks like. Escanor doesn't really have a RAGNAROK version, only the skinny one does, so I'm not too sure how it's gonna work. But we've already gotten all the Gophers, so it could be a possible, like, you know, blue or red version of the actual festival Gopher we already have. And we saw already with obviously Four Wing King, the Sweet Jelly one, we've already gotten a normal version of the festival one, so it's possible we could be getting one of him. And once again, they won't make this a step up banner. So I guess in terms of possible sin characters coming for RAGNAROK, the ones that could come can't be step ups. The two big rat to be a step up, so they should be 600 gems. And that's kind of making me believe that Megellda might be the Nidhogg boss, and that's the reason why she's step up. So boys, let me know what you think. Like I said, just some speculation, kind of breaking the news that she is going to be a step up banner, which I'm happy for because I actually can probably summon now. I mean, I'll still have what, 1k gems and have over basically a month to save for the new collaboration that's going to be coming basically guaranteed now at April, because we're following the exact same pattern as obviously JP. So I'll probably have 2k gems, enough to do 3 rotations, which hopefully can get me the character 6 depending who it is. Maybe it's Eren. If it's a rerun, be blessed, because the reruns are a lot easier to get duped out because they have higher rates, and you can get more of the characters. So we'll have to wait and see. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.